Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Paul Penna with the League of Municipalities, and we are delighted to be joined by Sherry Saarinen, who is an analyst with the Division of Local Government Services at the New Jersey Department of Community Affairs, to go over the financial disclosure statement. And with that, Sherry, thank you for joining us, and go ahead and take it away.
Good. Well, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. I wanted to take this time to just kind of run through the financial statement. So this way we have an idea of how this is done and how simple it really is. Okay, so I'm just going to dive right into that, and then afterwards we can discuss any questions that you guys might have. Um, okay, so you get that pesky notice that you have to file your financial disclosure. You're going to go to fds.dca.nj.gov. It's going to bring you to this website. If you're a new registering LGO, you're going to go ahead and click this new registration here and follow the prompts. That's going to ask you to register an email address. It will you, you will have to validate your PIN through there that your clerk gives you. What that's going to take you to is something that looks like this. Okay. Okay. Because I'm already registered, it comes up and tells me that my 2025 FDS has not been submitted. Um, you would just make sure that your year is correct here, that you're looking at the 2025 submission year. And you have a couple of things. If you have a PIN, you can go to Manage Positions. You're going to put your first name and your last name and the PIN, and you're going to click on Validate PIN. And what that'll do is if I had another position within a different municipality other than Hollywood Planning Board, that would then bring that specific position F, over to this email address that I'm working with. So this way I'm only filing once. Okay. Let's go back. So now that I have, let's say I have Hollywood Planning Board and I am on the planning board for Trenton. Okay. I'm going to go back here and we want to file our financial disclosure. Okay. We have steps 1 of 8. First, you're going to, fill in your first name, last name. This is all pretty self-explanatory. It's going to ask you, you're going to double check the bottom down here, and that will tell you the list of positions that you're actually filing for. If everything looks correct and all your information is filled out, you're going to hit save and then go next. Okay. Section 2 is financial information. So you want to list all of your sources of income, anything that is over $2,000. That includes, Social Security, if you have a part-time job, if you have a stipend with with somebody, all of those things, if it's over $2,000, would be reported here. If you have income from a property that you rent, you're going to want to list that source of income here. Okay. And all of it will populate down here in the list of entries. Okay. Um, so let's just say, sorry? I just took it. Oh, let's say I work for Trenton School District. I'm going to hit save. and self. Oh, it's going to make me put it in. Okay, and you see it populated down here at the bottom. Okay. That looks complete. I'm going to go next. Okay. Um, more financial information regarding fees and honorariums. If you have any sources of fees and honorariums to report, you're going to report the source, the address, and whether it was yourself, your spouse, if it was a joint or a dependent. Dependent being somebody that lives in the household with you that could be that you are somewhat financially responsible for. And I kind of get the question all the time, my children, they're adults, they're financially responsible for themselves, but they're still living in your household. So I would list your children. If you have parents that are living with you, they would fall under the category of being a dependent. Okay. So, and what happens is if I have previously filed this form, this information is going to pre-populate from last year. So if this information was from last year and it's carried over into this year and there is no change, I'm going to just click none right here, if it'll allow me, and then go next. Okay. Sources of gifts, reimbursements, or prepaid expenses, same thing. We're going to list the source here, the address, and which of your dependents had, the reimbursements or the source of gift and what their relationship is. Hit save. It'll pre-populate here, and you can go on next. Again, if there's none, select none. Okay. Now it's asking for financial information for yourself as well as your dependents. And this is step 5 of 8. So again, if you have a dependent child who has a full-time job and, lives with you, you are going to list their name, um, so their name, the address that they're working, and then just report the information down below. Okay. Number 6, this is where you report the property that you own. Okay. Most of the stuff we have, in our think tank. This might require you to prepare a little bit for this financial disclosure. You just have to pull out, it's going to ask for your block and lot number, the address. Again, it's going to ask you what percentage you own. If you own a property with your spouse, it's a 50-50 split. If you can report it 50% and joint, or if you own it yourself, it would be 100% in self. Um, and then that again will all pre-populate down here in the list of properties. I don't have anything listed here, so I'm just going to go with none and hit next. Okay. One of the things that we see is a lot of times, unfortunately, people will put too much information. We want you to remember as you're filling this out, private information is private information. So don't share your social security numbers. If you are part of Daniel's Law, you have the right to, check off the box to make sure that your information is redacted. Once it's in here, it's very hard for us to manually redact it. We don't post things online that are readily available anyway. But it is information, obviously, that other people can, you know, uh, retrieve if need be. So we just want you to be careful with what kinds of information you are submitting. With that being said, any comments if there was something that you felt that was important that you didn't get a chance to report on your form, you can certainly make a comment here and save it and then go next. And we're already at 8 of 8. So here's the part where it gets a little bit tricky because it does make you review the financial disclosure statement before you sign and submit. So you are going to open your financial disclosure statement like so. It'll pre-populate with all of the information that we've typed in. It's a draft copy. And then you can sign it and we could submit the financial disclosure. And it does give you a little confirmation page here at the end. I know one of the biggest questions that we have is a lot of you do handle shared services, and so you're multi-pin users. There are ways for us to be able to go ahead and just manage your account. So this way you only have to file once. Sometimes, we have individuals that have 10 different accounts. They use 10 different email addresses. One could see how that could be pretty confusing. So if you reach out to us, we can, discuss with you how to get that all in one place. So this way it's easier for you to file your financial disclosure next year. And aside from that, that is the end of my video here. Do we have any
Great.
questions?
Thank you, Sherry. And for the participants, if you have a question, you can post it in the chat, and Sierra Bradley, the League's research assistant, will read them off. I will start off with a question that I presume is yes, but on the dependence disclosure, if you have a child who's a teenager and has a part-time job at a fast food place or a local restaurant or something, do they need to be included in that disclosure?
Yes, yes, they do.
Great, thank you.
Mhm.
So, any questions in the chat, Sierra?
We don't have any questions.
Great, thank you so much. Let's give it a minute. Does anyone want to just ask their question? They can unmute themselves if they have a question, or they can put it in the chat. Sherry, it looks like you were so thorough and so efficient that there are no questions from our participants.
Perfect. I think the biggest fear is, getting from one step to the next, and it really is very simplistic. So I'm thankful to be able to do this because a lot of the questions that we get on a daily basis are just within the process of filing. Or can you reset my password? So
Yeah, yeah, and we're recording this and we'll post it to the league's website. And for those of you who are watching this and you do have questions, if you reach out to us at the league, we'll put you in touch with Sherry, and she can answer your questions pretty efficiently. So going once, going twice, going 3 times. All right, not seeing any questions. Sherry, thank you so much for spending some time with us this afternoon to go over the financial disclosure process. We really appreciate it. And thank you for all you do for our elected officials.
of course, absolutely. It's always a pleasure. And please, everybody, just, if you have any questions, reach out. I'll be more than happy to help you.
Great. Thank you, everyone. Look forward to seeing you soon. Have a great day, everyone.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.